therapist has recently been complaining that I always make my sessions about me. She asks, why do I never ask her how she's doing? Do I think her life is so perfect? I want I get it. I spend way more time talking than she does. As a result, we've devoted some of our sessions for me to listen to her woes as well. Honestly, her life seems less interesting than mine, but also calmer. Not once has she been threatened with a spike, nor has she ever been compelled to propel a car without any kind of engine. Honestly, I feel almost despondent. Why is it that I'm destined to have such a series of bizarre mishaps in the course of my life? I've decided to devote myself to having a normal day starting tomorrow. The next day I need to go out, but my only immediate choices of transportation are my Fred Flintstone car. We're calling an Uber, which is a gamble because there's a good chance I'll be coaxed with a spike, even though I'd be willing to comply with demands without being coaxed with a spike. Instead, I hop on my bicycle, still equipped with stabilizers because my mother hasn't yet gotten around to teaching me to ride without them. I make my way to my current job working as a dog food taster. I arrive at my place of work and head for the laboratory, keeping an eye for any sign of seagulls to KGB or sending to Larry Craig. Sidebar, this all makes sense with context, but I will not be providing it because I'm trying to have a normal day and don't want past memories of the absurdities of my life interfering. Eminem, we've been expecting you. The head scientist is mine for Professor Evil. As he greets me, he spins around in his chair, petting the white cat sitting on his lap. Why he has a cat here is honestly a mystery to me, but I know if I ask, I'll get entangled in nonsense, so I hold my tongue. Here it is, the last plate you'll ever taste, he says to me as he throws back his head and begins laughing. Honestly, it's a weird way to say my contract is coming to an end, but Uncle Evil has always been a little quirky, so I make no mention of it. The plate is of their latest dark blue blend. This is the first job I've had that I'm truly good at, so I really don't want to mess it up. Perhaps this way I can finally get a good reference and make something of myself. They always give me the full coat, so I like to sneak away to heat it up. Sure, most dogs won't eat it, but as a human I'm used to my meat being at least warm, even if it is surrounded with jello. I'm able to cunningly out with my uncle and distract him by pointing to the corner and yelling, look at distraction, having intellectually dominated my ankle. I run out the laboratory to staff home. I guess I'm weird looks because all the tasting is meant to be done in the lab, so everyone who sees me thinks I'm making an active toast to have thoughtful for my breakfast. In fairness though, this has resulted in dramatically increased sales when the stack was leaked in the media, with the company using the tagline so good even humans do it with a picture of my face. I've spoken to my wallaby/lawyer. Again, makes sense with comics, but I will not be providing this. And he confirmed that I have indeed signed a paper indicating the company have all rights to my name, face, and likeness. So now I'm known as the dog food guy, which has led to a number of my friends specifically requesting dog food from me when we go out to eat. I could stop them, but I feel bad being that they're going out of their way to be considerate for me and what they perceive as my dietary choices. Anyway, I heat up the food, have a lengthy chat with a couple of the other members of staff there. Turns out Daniel is getting a raise, which is honestly well deserved, and head back to the laboratory. My uncle is still staring in the direction I indicated, and I let him know I must have been mistaken. Then try the food. It's pretty good, at least as far as dog food goes, which means it's pretty disgusting, but such is life. I burn my tongue on the food, and my uncle is immediately concerned because the food is meant to be room temperature. Luckily, I'm able to assuage him by informing him that my core body temperature is actually absolute zero because I have superpowers after that, and sitting where my mother tricked me into rolling around in nuclear waste for the fun April Fool's gag. I write up my report and submit it to the relevant personnel. Unfortunately for me, it's the same lady who previously worked at the sperm donation that's blessed with a face of such uniqueness that it utterly defies any kind of explanation, and it's beyond the ability of the human tongue to explain. So little is settling, but I hold my nerve and make my way home, wobbling a little because the stabilizers are kind of old, being that they're almost 45 at this point. All in all, I think I finally had a normal day.